Good family. It's your boy Z to the EO back again. We back rolling, you know how we do. I was just watching a couple YouTube videos myself earlier. And I was listening to Chris Smith, the League of Dads. Shout out to Chris Smith at the League of Dads, man. I appreciate what you're doing, brother. And you got some knowledge over there, man. So, I'm definitely gonna subscribe. I don't even got no kids, but shit, I want to be a part of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I was watching one of these videos, man. He's talking about how, look, I'm riding with no belt. No belt. You see that shit? Don't be like me. But yeah, he's talking about how, these black women and how they did, they work with they teammates with the white man. That's what he called it. They teammates with the white man, talking about the child support and all that type of shit. Deep video. I mean, the concept, even think that is deep. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at it and you add it up for what it is, dude, that shit is deep, dude. I got to thinking about that shit. I'm like, damn, that's like a blood sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? They like blood sacrificing black males to this system. They feed them to the alligators. Real talk. For a couple dollars a month. You know what I'm saying? And that shit crazy, dude. It's crazy. It's the truth, though. Because if you think about it, if you go put a black man on child support, dude, you pretty much just ruin that man's life, dude. It almost ain't no climbing out of that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if he's just an average Joe. He got a pretty decent job doing maintenance somewhere or doing janitorial job somewhere or something. And he got enough to make ends meet. He probably making $10, $12 an hour or something. Shit, he get put on paperwork. Shit, it's over. You know what I'm saying? It's over with. And it's all because you don't want to be with her no more. Most of the time I see it happen, it's because the guy had an argument with old girl, which like I said, it's inevitable. It's gonna happen. Y'all gonna get into it in the relationship. And then she find out that you done moved on and you ain't dealing with her no more. She see you with another chick, but let that chick look better than she do. Oh yeah, she definitely gonna put you on papers. And that's the realest. You know what I'm saying? It's the realest. But can't no other race say that, or we can't say no other race is putting more people on child support than our people is, man. Our women, dude, real, dude. Like, this is what I can say, dude. Look, notice that when you hear the guys complaining about women or complaining about black women ain't shit, if you notice, it's really not a lot of light-skinned brothers. Hear what I'm saying? Hear where I'm going with that. Notice, you don't hear Terrence Howard talking about black women ain't shit. You don't hear motherfucking Shamar Moore talking about, well, black women ain't shit. You really don't hear that. I mean, you might hear them make some little off comments because they was raised by a white mama or something like that, but for the most part, they don't got no hate towards them or no malice toward them or nothing like that because they didn't get treated bad by them. You know what I'm saying? If you went to school where I went to school at, I'm sure just like any other urban city or, street setting, them girls didn't give a fuck about you. Like, in reality, like, dark-skinned women that looked like me, had the same complexion as me, had nappy hair with weave on top, shit, they didn't give a fuck about me at all. Not that we really was chasing them anyway, because we really didn't give a fuck about all that bullshit anyway. We was like, why she wearing all that stinking ass bullshit in her head? Like, I used to ask my mom, like, why she doing that? I remember the first time I seen a girl with weave. We was I think I was probably about like 9 years old. And, little kids play together all the time. So we was playing house or, I don't know, whatever we was playing. But she was down there playing with us, man. And, she bent over and I got a chance to see the top of her scalp. Dude, it looked like she glued it in herself. It was glued, it was dried up, all in her head. I couldn't figure out for the life of me why she was doing this. Cause this was before the weave epidemic. This was like when little girls still had balls and barrettes on their shit. You know what I'm saying? Little girls still wearing that type of shit. And, weave wasn't even popping like that. You know what I'm saying? And then, what set it off was them, remember when the Dookie braids came out? The Janet Jackson Poetic Justice braids? That's when that shit started getting out of hand, if y'all remember, dude. Trace it back. When Poetic Justice came out and Janet was wearing them, old girl Chicago bitch was wearing them, dude, that was an epidemic. You know what I'm saying? When I think I was in middle school, when I was in elementary when that happened. Yeah, I was in elementary when that crave came, dude. And that's when the first time I started seeing women put large, like unbelievable, amounts of hair into their head. You know what I'm saying? Now it was always to the point where it was like, I'm sure weave was out before that, pieces. It was pieces out before that. It's a difference between women getting pieces in their head, because this was the thing. Back in the day before weave became an epidemic, it was embarrassing to let somebody see you with short hair today and then long hair tomorrow. Long gone is them days. They don't care if they saw you the scalp of their head yesterday. They come down here with hair down to their ass, pulling it and throwing it like it's theirs. You know what I'm saying? But it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? I was just saying all that so I didn't kind of shy off to some other shit. But like I said, all this shit linked up together anyway, man. And ain't nobody else been this much of a problem to their own race like our black women have been to us, man. And that's just the flat out truth, dude. I really don't give a damn what nobody say. I don't give a damn what nobody think. Simps, keep your comments to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because, most of y'all ain't had the background, so you don't understand anyway. You ain't been that dark-skinned black nigga, you know what I'm saying? Be that dark-skinned black nigga and grow up as him. And then you'll understand how this work, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can tell you a couple things that as a dark-skinned black man, you probably ain't never heard a black woman tell you. I'm sorry. I apologize for treating you like that. You ain't never heard that shit before. You ain't never heard a black woman tell you, forgive me for treating you like that, forgive me for feeling like that, or even admitting that the bullshit, like, man, I know we fucked up, we admired, or be honest, we admire green eyes and European features better than what you got to offer. This is why we more prone to deal with them, and it's just sad, man. It's just so sad that our black woman has became an ally to this system. And she an ally, man. As long as a woman putting the dude on child support and she runs straight down there to solve a problem, between two black, adults, she a part of the system, bro. She go down there and put you on paperwork. Another thing I noticed? It's child support situations going on all across the board. So that's not a black or white or yellow thing. Everybody's going through that. People gonna have situations that work out. But one thing I did notice is that when black women get mad at you, they'll keep your child from you. They'll be like, you ain't seeing your back. That's the first thing they do. But I noticed that they'll talk about these white bitches and these other bitches who ain't got no business being in the hoods, as they say. But I noticed that when cuz fucking with that fat ass white bitch ain't saying you can't see your kids. Have y'all noticed that? Now, the black dude catch flack, all kind of flack for fucking with that white bitch, the fat ass white bitch that nobody want to fuck with. But at the end of the day, that bitch ain't telling him you can't see your kids, though. You know what I'm saying? She just as ratchet as the rest of the black bitches in that neighborhood. She on Section 8 too, but she still ain't telling you can't come see your kids. I know niggas right now whose heart is broke behind that shit. I mean, seriously. And there's nothing they can do. All I try to do is tell them, like, man, look, when a woman puts you in a situation like that, you gotta wash your hands of it and just let that shit go. As long as you cry about it, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna make your life harder, dude. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, fellas, we gotta upgrade, man. Upgrade to 2.0 status, black man 2.0. We gotta have a new mind, we gotta have a new body, we gotta have a renewed, identity. So that, we can get our respect back in these streets. The way it's going right now, man, we don't hardly got none of that. No respect, And it's just sad that, the black woman she ain't on our team, bro. She not on our team, dude. She don't listen to you. So you can suggest whatever you want. She's not gonna listen to your suggestions. Opinions is gonna make her upset. So you can say, well, my opinion is I think black women look better with their own hair. Say that to a woman. Whether she got natural or weave, she gonna find a way to argue with you. I guarantee you. Guarantee you. You know what I'm saying? A black woman ain't gonna never tell you, I like your skin complexion. She ain't gonna never tell you that. She ain't gonna tell you, I like the way your hair grow. She ain't gonna never tell you that. And this stuff I done been told a bunch of times by other races, like. So don't come here arguing with me about what I'm saying about what these black bitches do. I'm trying to tell y'all the facts. Black women do not give a fuck about black features, dog. No, they don't. No, they don't. Very few of them do. You know what I'm saying? Very, very few of them do. You know, I done been in situations where, you know, a black woman, I thought she had her shit together. I thought, you know, shit, we could build, you know. But I started to realize that I was too dark for the bitch. You know what I'm saying? The bitch had one of them mamas that was like, you know, she want her grandbabies to look a certain way, and she knew I wasn't about to be the nigga that brought them to her. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, women as a whole are influenced by who they should date, by the people that they deal with, which is, to me, is validation that they not independent. They're not independent thinkers. They want to talk independence, but they're gonna judge the nigga who they deal with off of the approval that they get from their friend circle or their family circle. Very few women just say, you know what, fuck what everybody say, I'm gonna do what I feel like doing. Very few women do that. So the women that do that, clap to you. You know what I'm saying? Because at least you ain't listening to what people saying. But y'all so few and far in between. Y'all like, I don't even think y'all are 2% of this population. And that's just reality of it. Because the average bitch, especially if she look decent, she gonna have a group of other girls that look decent with her, and they're gonna be telling her all kind of bullshit about what she needs. Now she might like a dude and won't date the dude because her girl wouldn't like the dude. That type of shit, man. It's just so fucked up, man, that we don't have a partner in this white supremacy battle, in this whole slavery, racism, black issues. We don't have a ally with this, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like, think about it. Look at the inventions the black women came up with. They didn't come up with nothing to solve the problem or something like that. They came up with stuff to help it. They coming up with pressing combs and perms and shit like that. That's gonna, join with the society. You know, be a part of this shit. This shit is crazy, dude. When you think about everything a black male do, he's going against society. You know, he knows society against him, but he don't got no woman to stand there with him. You know, and it's fucked up that other races of women can see the problem that you have as a black man, and it touches their heart, dude. That shit fuck you up, man. When you a black man and you just live your life, dude, and you know, like I told y'all, it's two different kind of black people anyway. So when you hear white people say black folks ain't shit, no, they do this, it is the type of people that I heard that lives to fulfill that. You know what I'm saying? They out here on purpose. It's almost like they reading the playbook, like to keep our name fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And they exist. All black people ain't the same. They all don't have the same spirit. We can go into this shit if you want to. All black people not the same. All of them didn't have the same spirit. All of them don't have the same origin. But they grouped us together like all white people do, just because our skin complexion is similar. It's dark and it's heavy melanated. So they feeling like, well, they got to be all part of the same tribe. So this is y'all understand. Back in the day, people was in tribes. It was tribes that was going on. So when you saw a dude with a certain characteristics, like the dudes with the bald hair, the Kimbo Slice looking motherfuckers, they always was in the same tribe. The dudes who don't grow no facial hair, they was in the same tribe. So what I'm trying to say is, it was divided enough to where you could see where you was from at one point in time. And right now, we so integrated that it's just, we not living by tribal means no more. So that means it's just, we got a whole bunch of different people with a whole bunch of different ideologies living all in one, melting pot, which we call the United States. And it's bullshit. It's bullshit. You don't know who like that, But back in the day, people who didn't have the same spirit as these people was identified physically. It wasn't no media out there, or wasn't no videos and, you know, MTV and that type of shit like that to show you what the new fad was. You know, there wasn't none of that going on like that, so that everybody can be the same. You know, right now, like I said, with the media in place and the media devices, you know, running the way they running, everybody doing the same shit. Just like, you know, everybody wearing braids now, everybody wearing dreads now. You know what I'm saying? So you can't point out who was who. Just like the same thing with white folks. They not tribal, but they all not the same way black people all not the same. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know some white people that just can't stand you and don't know why they can't stand you and can't tell you why. And there's some white people that know that the other white people exist. And there's some white people that got into some trouble and you know, they got killed too doing that civil rights shit. It ain't many of them. They kind of cowardice. And the reason I say they kind of cowardice is because they're not going to stand up in front of a million white people and say, fuck y'all did this shit to my... They're not going to do that. Even if they feel like that in their heart, they're not going to do that. They ain't going to die for that shit. That's the difference between us and them. We die for what we believe in. You know? Once again, people, I'm all over this fucking video. But it's just so much I want to say, man. Just so much to talk about. And there's just so many reasons why we dealing with the shit we dealing with. It's not black and white. It ain't vanilla. You can't just say, well, this happening because that. No. It's a lot of different reasons why we going through a lot of different shit we going through, dude. And the black woman being against us and not having our best interests at hand, you know, or not doing certain shit because of what the outcome would be. You know, if black women was down for this black movement, they wouldn't spend their money with nowhere else but black folks. They wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it. She wouldn't be all she would be she would be put completely against the European woman right now. She don't want to be nothing like her. She would do the complete about face. This is a black woman that would be down with it. That her interest, she hold our interest to her. You know what I'm saying? This is some of the things she would do. She wouldn't buy a perm to straighten her hair out. She wouldn't buy weave from Koreans. Think about it. If I was gonna buy fake hair, I would at least go buy it from a nigga. I wouldn't go buy fake hair from my head from a white guy. You know, looking at it from a man's perspective. So, man, I ain't gonna make this video that long, man. It's already ran long enough, man. Cause, you know, it's just so much to say about this topic, and I feel passionately about it, and I know see other guys on YouTube feel passionately about it. But, you know, I just know what it is. I know it's to be true. You know, like my man Chris Smith was saying. You know, black women won't even speak to you. Dude, that is more true than you know. You know, I drive public transit. You feel me? And it's to the point now where I don't even say shit. Because I know they're not going to respond. Because you know how I feel when you be like, hey, what's up, man? You say what up to a nigga, hit him on a high note. And that motherfucker just keep going like he didn't hear you, but you know he heard you. I don't know about y'all. That make me feel some type of way. I'll be like, I ain't saying what up to that nigga no more. That's just why I go with it. Some of y'all niggas is so happy-go-lucky, like, you gonna speak every day to a nigga who ain't gonna say shit. I'm not gonna do that. As soon as you act like you don't hear me or you don't acknowledge my pleasantries, I'm not dealing with you no more. Don't think I'm gonna ever deal with you again. I don't give a fuck if a year go by, I'm gonna still not say nothing to you. You know, until you fix it. Like, man, I would just have some shit going on. Woo, woo. That's the only reason I'm acting like that. If that don't happen, then, man, you just gonna leave it dry the way you left it, you know? And that's pretty much the way it's been got with, you know, a lot of these black women out here, man, because you don't agree with the shit they say. I don't agree with you going to get on child support. I don't agree with you doing that. With all the rights for you that go your way, you can deal with any man you want. You don't have to get pregnant by him. You don't. So the fact that you do it just to sacrifice into the system, man, so we can fill up these private prisons, man, that's just making money, you know, and there's only one end for it. You know, at this rate we keep going, we're gonna all be locked behind closed doors. Now imagine who would love to see that. To see all black men locked up. It's 2 black men free. I think they'll just go get them. Just go get them, lock them up. You know what I'm saying? We can get it down to 2. We ain't want to let this nigga, you know, ease on out, bust some more kids, and get the population back going. No, once they get it down, they got it down and it's over, man. Yeah, though, man. I'll let y'all in a minute, man. See, I'm out here riding and shit. I just want to touch on that subject a minute. My man Chris got me thinking about it, dude. You know, the answer ain't go be with somebody else's race either. They ain't necessarily the answer, but what I have came to notice, and it hurt my heart when I noticed it, is that some other races of women feel more sympathetic about black issues than black women, dog. It's the truth, man. It's a sad truth. Fuck it, disagree with me.